Most people agree that at the highest levels, wizards are the most powerful class in D&D. But if you're going to get to that level, you need to know what you're doing, because nerds don't last long in the Forgotten Realms unless they fight smart. Here are 5 tricks all good wizards know in D&D. Number 1, shield, also Misty Step. If you're playing a wizard and you don't get an instant raging hard-on when someone says the word shield, you are not wizarding hard enough. Shield is essential for wizards to have. Always, no exceptions. The early game is the most dangerous time for wizards because you're squishier than a marshmallow and twice as easy to skewer on a stick. You need shields, because without it, you'll end up battered like a Glasgow Mars bar in every encounter. The same also applies to Misty Step, although as the levels get higher, you can swap this out for better teleportation options. You do need a teleportation option though, because being able to escape easily when an enemy gets close to you is essential. You want a permanent, long-distance relationship from the people who are trying to kill you, both in D&D and in real life. 2. Know your role. Wizards are a lot like glue. Once you start using them, you never want to stop, and they bind the party together. You can cover all the weaknesses in your party and improve everything that they can do tenfold. Now, sure, haste is a fun spell, but it's not really for you. It's for that meat sack of a barbarian. If you thought he was scary before, pump him full of the magic equivalent of meth and pity any enemy that can't fly. Also, pity enemies that can fly, because you can cast fly. But your support goes beyond just buffing up allies. You can save everyone's ass by counterspelling a big play from an enemy spellcaster. Or just the simple stuff, keeping everyone safe at night with tiny huts, saving everyone from instant death with Featherfall, or just explore an entire dungeon from the comfort of your own bed, completely safe with Arcane Eye. Basically, it's your job to do everything the rest of your party can't. Wizards are so much more than just casting Fireball. Number 3, just cast Fireball. Fireball is a meme, but like Shrek 2, it's a meme because it's actually really good. It's a 3rd level spell, range of 120 feet, explodes in a 20-foot radius. It's a big fireball. When we were talking about all those utility options, you might have thought to yourself, well, gee, that sounds nice, but I need some spell slots for damage, right? Well, that's the great thing about Fireball. It's basically all you need. The damage output is insane, and it scales so well. Upcast it to level 5, and it deals just 1 point of damage less on average than Cone of Cold, a 5th level spell with worse range. In fact, Fireball upcasts so well that you never need to worry about using your best spell slots on dealing damage. You can use that 5th level spell slot to take Wall of Force, a totally busted spell, and still have the option of dealing massive damage with an upcasted Fireball. Bonus tip, if the rest of the party is getting annoyed at being constantly set on fire, remember that most monsters in D&D tend to be quite tall. Consider aiming Fireball about 26 foot in the air if you can. That way you can deal damage to enemy monsters and leave your party unharmed, even if they're standing right next to it. 4. Sponsors. Wait, that sounds like a warlock thing. Today's video is sponsored by Elderbrain's Crown of the Oathbreaker. It is an amazing D&D adventure book with over 500 pages of incredible content, beautiful artwork and maps, and more importantly, it's got me in it. Yeah, I made a character for the adventure. He's a guy called Dinos Longshorts. He's a bard who's addicted to potions of speed. He's got a pet gecko called Alessio who just periodically screams. It's awesome. The cool thing is that if you support on the Indiegogo link, you can become an NPC as well. They'll literally paint you right into the adventure, immortalizing you in print, basically making you a D&D god. It'll be the greatest achievement of your life. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what you've got going on, but it's the best one of mine so far. Point is, you get that as well as a bunch of other awesome rewards in addition to the book itself when you support today. It is a limited run, so check it out quickly by following the link in the top of the description, and it also helps support this channel as well. Alright, back to wizards. 4. How not to be poor. Wizards are poor. You're always going to be poor. It is a way of life. Spells cost 50 gold per level to copy into your spellbook, and you're gonna want to learn a ton of spells. Some spells you'll find on adventures, but others you'll need to buy, and that's before we even talk about material components. Point is, all your money is going to be going on improving your spell list, but there is a little way to cheat and save some of that cash. You see, all wizards have an arcane tradition, and learning a spell from that tradition, like say an illusion spell if you're an illusionist wizard, costs half as much as learning a divination spell would. Wizards also get 2 free spells they can just add to their spellbook every time they level up. This means, counterintuitively, that if you're an illusion wizard, you should never take illusion spells when you level up. Ever. Instead, take spells from other traditions and work with your DM about buying spells that are illusion-based. This way you get the high-power spells from your tradition at half the price, and the high-power spells from other traditions for free.
Buy one, get one free.
What?
Buy one, get one free.
Huh?
Buy one,
Yeah, I get that.
get one free.
I know it doesn't make much logical sense to be naturally learning spells that have nothing to do with your training, but financially, this will save you a ton of gold, especially at higher levels. You'll still be poor, but you'll be a lot less poor. 5. Multiclass options. When it comes to being a wizard, the most obvious reason to multiclass is to get some armor proficiencies, to hide that Iggy Pop body behind some decent metal. This means the best multiclass for wizards is Fighter. It gives you heavy armor proficiency, meaning your AC is now set to 18. You still need shield though, don't get cocky. Even better though, the second level Fighter ability Action Surge means you can cast 2 spells in 1 turn. Your dreams of throwing up a wall of stone and then fireballing every enemy behind it can be a reality. The Goblin Microwave is real. Another multiclass option is Artificer, because they're big brain intelligence casters, just like you. However, honestly, nothing is ever going to be as good as a 2-level dip into Fighter. Remember to like this video and subscribe, check out other guides and tutorials on the channel, and thanks for watching. Bye!